This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
For the second day in a row, residents in central Washington were forced to deal with the impacts of unusually extreme weather within the region.
If you find yourself driving down Moses Coulee Road up by Highway 2, you may notice the site to your east.
If you're heading to the Gorge Amphitheater this summer, the Grant County Sheriff's Office has set up an alert notification specifically for the concert venue. Grant County Sheriff's Office Marine deputies will be out July 5th through 7th looking for impaired boaters as part of a nationwide event.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
For the second day in a row, residents in central Washington were forced to deal with the impacts of unusually extreme weather within the region. Thursday in the Wenatchee Valley started off as innocuously partly cloudy, but things took a dramatic turn around 1 p.m. when a strong thunderstorm passed through the area, dropping pea to marble-sized hail in some places and unleashing up to an inch of rain in others. The deluge caused several city streets to become shallow rivers and wreaked particular havoc in the local foothills, including on No. 2 Canyon Road, where several mudslides caused by the sudden downpours blocked the roadway and stranded numerous motorists and travelers.
Well, I actually came up here because it was flooding. I live down below at the bottom of the canyon. I came up here because the rain was so hard down below, and I got stuck here at this slide, so I'm just waiting for them to clear it. It just came sudden, and it's, flash floods, they happen.
Today's wild weather even spawned a rare funnel cloud, which was reported around noon along the western edge of Douglas County near the town of Waterville. The flooding, slide activity, and possible twister came less than 24 hours after places further east in the Columbia Basin experienced an evening of heavy thunderstorms which knocked down trees and power lines and sparked as many as a half-dozen small fires due to frequent lightning strikes. Meteorologist Robin Fox with the National Weather Service office in Spokane tells iFIBER 1 News that the spate of unusual atmospheric extremes should now be over and that a trend of calmer and milder conditions will prevail through the weekend. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination. From the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
If you find yourself driving down Moses Coulee Road up by Highway 2, you may notice the site to your east, an old horse racing track that's no longer in use. But how did it get there in the middle of central Washington? Back in 1972, the late Deb Copenhaver decided to open a horse race track in the Ephrata area by starting up the Moses Coulee Ranch. It was a multi-use facility with rodeo and quarter horse racing, but no thoroughbred racing. The track first opened its doors on July 29, 1972, with Saturday and Sunday racing for 4 weekends. The ranch opened its doors again in 1973 on June 2nd and ran for 6 weekends for a total of 12 days. Moses Lake Horse Racing Commissioner Doug Moore was still a kid during the ranch's heyday, but he remembers watching the races and enjoying the environment there.
To see the facilities with the jockey's quarters and the tote board and all those items was pretty amazing, and I know that Deb did a quality job putting that track together and really made a good attempt at parimutuel racing in the Ephrata area. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
The ranch's life was short-lived, never opening its doors again following the summer of 1973. Moore believes the track's distance from populous areas caused its downfall. The track is now privately owned by an accountant from Walla Walla who plans to fix it up to host private events. The ranch may be out of commission now, but it stands as a part of Central Washington's history and love for horse racing and rodeos. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
If you're heading to the Gorge Amphitheater this summer, the Grant County Sheriff's Office has set up an alert notification specifically for the concert venue. Gorge alerts are available through the Sheriff's Office Nixle notification system. Alerts may be issued for concert-goer safety and emergency information, such as incidents within the venue and the campground. Kyle Foreman with the Sheriff's Office says the notification system was inspired by past events at the Gorge, including a nearby wildfire during the 2016 Sasquatch Festival and 2 assaults at last year's Phish concert. Foreman says training exercises at the Gorge also led to the recommendation to create a notification system to reach concert goers with official information, rather than visitors relying on rumors and misinformation on social media. The Gorge Amphitheater does not have its own emergency notification system, so Foreman said the Sheriff's Office used its own existing tools to come up with a solution. To subscribe to the notification system, text Gorge Alerts to 888-777. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News. Grant County Sheriff's Office Marine deputies will be out July 5th through 7th looking for impaired boaters as part of a nationwide event. Law enforcement agencies across the country are patrolling bodies of water during Operation Dry Water, a campaign geared toward raising awareness of the dangers of boating under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Sheriff's Office officials say anyone found to be boating under the influence can expect severe penalties, and if a boat operator is intoxicated, the boat could be impounded and the operator arrested. The state's boating under the influence law, which makes it illegal to operate a boat with a blood alcohol content level of 0.08 or higher, applies to all boats, including kayaks, canoes, rowboats, and inflatable fishing rafts. Boating under the influence is a gross misdemeanor that carries a maximum fine of $5,000 or up to 364 days in jail. More information on the national campaign can be found at operationdrywater.org. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at ifiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.